for lives and living hell, it's time for y'all to speak up. Because, you know what I'm saying, this is bigger than what it is right now. What we're talking about is bigger. So we need to talk about it.
Remember, we're coming out here peacefully because we're not the animals.
We are
They are.
peaceful people.
Remember, you do have a weapon. And I'm going to tell you what your weapon, I've been saying it all night. The weapon is what God gave you.
Yeah.
Your voice.
Voice.
He gave you eyes to see.
Yeah.
So if you see something, you say something. It's your voice. We have the right of freedom of speech. You can say what the hell you want to say. It's your goddamn voice. God gave it to you and use it. You can see mine. I use it, man. And I'm heard everything because I'm not going to tell you. You can't tell me to shut up.
And y'all want to see how police treat people, I advise y'all to go see how they treated my son. Go to YouTube and put in the hunted and the hated.
Hunted and
The
the
hunted
hated.
and the hated. You will see actually what happened, when they stopped these young youth out there, the way they talked to them and the way they treated him. They called my son a mutt. They told, you know what a mutt is for a Puerto Rican? It's like saying to a black man, you're a nigger. It's like calling a white man, you fucking
with his head.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of these racist,
call him a
most
cracker, they pass
disrespectful words that they could put. Then they told him they was gonna slap him. Then they took his arm and put it to his back like they was gonna break it. They did all that. They dehumanized my son. They left him traumatized. They assaulted him. Then they got in their car and just sped off. So don't forget, the video is called The Hunted and the Hated. You will have police officers in that video talking about how they are out there, being forced by their lieutenant or their superior to come out here and do this to us. Because
that's why they could do that.
Because a lot of them has a certain amount of tickets they meet a month, and that's a lot of pressure. But there's no excuse. There's no excuse for them to come out and do that. Because if they know it's not right, and they know they're being forced to do it, then they need to speak about it. Because we have many officers, you know what I'm saying? We got officers, they just got convicted for cannibalism. We got officers that been running around raping women. We got officers that been smuggling guns from New Jersey to Brooklyn. AK-47s. Not just regular guns, AK-47.
Weapons.
All right? We got officer from the 9th precinct stealing guns from the locker, which he was doing it for many years, and selling them to the kids in the Bronx. And now, at the same time he was stealing those guns and selling them to the kids in the Bronx, at the same time there was a young little 4-year-old boy named Lloyd Monge who got killed. What is not to say that it's one of those guns that they stole from their precinct that killed that young little man. So you know what I'm saying? We can't go in our neighborhood blaming our kids. They don't have the credential or the ability to walk into a gun store and get it. These gun stores, these guns are being brought to our kids. I-95 is the pipeline that these guns are coming into this city. It came out of Ray Kelly's mouth. You understand? So they need to do something and stop these guns from coming in. But let me tell you something. Do you think they really want to stop crime?
No.
Because if they stop crime,
it's a business.
If crime did go down, you think a lot of them be working for the police department?
It's a business.
No, they won't.
Exactly.
All right? So they want to keep their job. I understand they got a family fee, but don't do it by abusing the human family. Don't do it by assaulting and criminalizing generation of our youth. The prison population is close to 3 million people. 90% of them is people of color.
That's the most
we got to
in the world.
deal with the facts.
You want to know something? Just a little point of information. There are more black men incarcerated in the United States right now than there were black slaves at the height of slavery. Okay? At the height of slavery. In the mid-1800s, there are more black people and Hispanics in jail, incarcerated in this country right now, than at the height of slavery there were enslaved black people, okay?
One thing I want us to accomplish tonight, guys, everybody, I want us to start stereotyping us. Let's get the word nigger out of our vocabulary.
Yes, we do. It's a slave name.
I'm sorry. My young queens, let's get the word bitch out of our vocabulary. I don't walk on 4 legs. You know, let's get the word. What else word do we use? oh, your son.
Yeah.
Let's change our
Slave
vocabulary.
names, yeah.
I have to keep saying son. I'm sorry.
Did anyone see the movie, how you say it, Django
Django.
with Jamie Foxx? I don't know if y'all didn't get upset
I
about
didn't see
that, but I had to walk out. I had to walk out. We should not use that word nigga. You are not my nigga, you are my brother.
Yeah.
You are my sister.
Yeah.
You are not a hoe, you are my queen. You are not no bitch, you are an African beautiful sister.
Beautiful sister.
Your looks is defined.
Brothers.
You got so many people tanning, look your color. You are beautiful. I'm keeping it real. We are beautiful. And if we treat ourselves better, other people would treat ourselves better. We kill each other and treat ourselves like savages, so we're going to allow them.
to
And I'm
treat
not
us
going to allow them to treat us like
like
savages.
savages.
We're more better than them. So guess what? They kill us more than we kill them.
Or
And I'm
each
not
other.
preaching no violence, because that's their traits, not ours.
I work basically with almost every family that's been killed in 2012, from Ramali Graham to Ronaldo Cueva. Matter of fact, Ronaldo Cueva, he got killed while a store was being robbed.
Yeah.
Understand? He found the opportunity to escape a situation where he thought he was going to lose his life. He thought that when he found himself outside, they was going to protect him. When he got outside, Officer Ramesh Bengali from the PSA 7 precinct, who broke procedures and protocols because he was too close to the store, it was already known to be a hostage situation. He broke procedures and protocol, trying to be Rambo, and ended up killing Ronaldo Cueva. Ray Kelly gets on the TV without any facts and shows a video saying that they ran into each other. But when we analyze the video and slow it down, they never bumped into one another. Plus, what the hell, is a bullet? Why the hell did the bullet go through his back or his left-hand side, pierce his heart, and came out through the right-hand side? If he ran and tangled up with one another. That officer shot him in cold blood. Because why? Because that's all they know how to do when they pull out the gun. They're going to shoot and they're going to kill. They are trained to shoot and kill. When they go to train in the shooting gallery, they're shooting to kill. Every point they hit is a killing point. They're not shooting the legs because the target don't have no legs and don't have no arms. They have a circle around the stomach area where all your intestine and all your vital organs are at. That's what they're shooting, your vital organs. So when they pull out a gun, believe me, you're going to die. Understand? So that's what they're trained for. But I want to thank everybody that's here. You know what I'm saying? I represent the Stop, Stop, and Frisk freedom fighters. We started with Cornel West, Carl Diggs. We started fighting because we want to end Stop, Stop, and Frisk because it leads to a situation like this. We came alive in the 28th precinct when we blocked it in October 21st in 2011, and we got locked up. Cornel West and the whole crew got locked up. That's where we branched it out from. That's where we started. And from that day forward, we've been shutting shit down. I also represent the OWS movement because they started something that I want to keep alive. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the techniques and strategies come from that. So I want to let y'all know that we have to keep doing this. And I also represent Ramali Corps. And Ramali Officer Richard Hayes was indicted. He goes to court March 19. We're going to crowd that court. We do that every time Richard Hayes go to court, and we march after that and take over the streets. So we've let people know that that's happening March 19 in the Bronx Hall of Justice. Now, once again, before y'all go, I want to thank y'all. I want y'all to keep spreading this around. I want this to be a movement. I want this to be known all over the world. I want this to be remembered forever. The day that Kimani Kiki Gray woke up the world. You know what I'm saying? Or shook the world, or brought the human family together. So this is what it's about. Like I said, we gotta support one another. Whether it affects you physically or not, we all part of the human family, and it should bother you consciously, psychologically, emotionally, as it bothers the family that lost their kid. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget that every single child out here is our future.
Our future.
That's right.
Let's go
Our
get them,
future.
y'all.
All right. You ready?
Yes, guys, we'll be out here tomorrow at 7 p.m.
55 in church.
55 in church.
At 7.
Whoever's walking back to church, I'll be 55. I am walking back towards the way so we can walk together. Because I don't want to leave anyone behind. Because when we're behind, they want to agitate
Don't walk alone.
us.
It's not the community
So
you
whoever's
fear.
walking back to
It's
church
the
to
police,
50th
'cause
Street,
they will snatch you.
if y'all want to
So
walk
leave it alone.
together,
They do that.
we can do this. But please don't stay here alone. And don't even get in their face. They're not worth it.
So let's
They
go.
not
Let's start
worth
moving
it.
and start going.
Let's start walking. Everybody, spread the word.
Solidarity.
Hey, you see what y'all doing by being here? Take a look. That's people power. That's people power. They don't have no power when we get